Tuesday afternoon, May 2nd, 2023. Baseball records, total career hits. I'm covering 169 baseball players. 168 of them are in the Hall of Fame. The number one player is not in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose, 4,256 career hits. So I said I'm counting down from 1 to 169. Total career base hits. 168 of them. I'm focusing on Hall of Famers. I'm on number 110, Joe DiMaggio. Have you heard of him? New York Yankees. 2,214 hits. But did you know that he collected those hits in only 1,736 games? If you average it out, it's 1.27 hits per game played. Joe DiMaggio. So let's do a what if with Joe DiMaggio. What if he played the same number of games as, let's say, Pete Rose? How many did Pete Rose play? He played 3,562 games. Did you know that Joe DiMaggio was on a pace that if he played an extra 1,826 games, because he played 1,736, add 1,826 more games at 1.27 hits per game in which he averaged, so that Joe DiMaggio has played 3,562 games, he would have ended up with, ready? 4,533 games, or 33 hits. 4,533 hits. Would that be number one? No, because there are other players that had better averages of per hits per game. But Joe DiMaggio was on a pace. He only played about 13 years. His high in hits, what was his best season? He had 215 hits one year. His second year, batted 346. What do you think of that? Of the presupposing and just taking a fantasy guess that what if for Joe DiMaggio? What a hitter. 56-game hitting streak. He's capable of over 4,000 hits. But he only played 1,736 games. Why? 3 years were in the military. Then he stopped playing. He was injured a lot too toward his career. Like, for example, some years he just had like 116 games. He had 76 games one year. He had 120 games one year. He wasn't playing full seasons, yet still accumulated 2,214 hits. What a player. 111 on the list. Counting down. Willie McCovey. 2,211 hits, but yet it took him 2,588 games. It took him another 700 games, yet he still didn't have the same number of hits as Joe DiMaggio. He had less. Joe DiMaggio had more hits in 700 less games than Willie McCovey, but Willie McCovey had more homers, 521 homers, 1,555 RBIs. You know Joe DiMaggio had 1,537 RBIs in 700 less games. What a run producer, DiMaggio. But he only hit 361 homers. McCovey is a slugger, 521 homers, 270 career batting average. Joe DiMaggio, 325. 112 on the list. Bill Terry. 2,193 hits. Bill Terry. I've got him here. Here he is. Played from 1923 to 36. That's about 14 years. Yet he accumulated 2,193 in hits. which is less than McCovey and DiMaggio, but Bill Terry, 1,721 games. Give him 800, 900 more games. This guy could have been a 3,000 hit club member. Did you know that one year he had 254 hits in one season? Listen to this. He had a 226, a 254, 213, 225, 213, and 203. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 200 hit seasons. He ends up with a lifetime batting average 341. The problem? Not enough years. 14. Should have played 20 years. He would have been 3,000 hits. 113 on the list. Pee Wee Reese. Can I ask you guys a question? Reese, right? Why is his name Pee Wee? I guess that's a nickname. His real name is Harold Reese. But they call him Pee Wee. P-E-E, and then W-E-E, and then Reese. A little strange to me. 2,170 hits, 2,166 games. Very close. 2166, 2170. A difference of 4. A hit a game he averaged. Had a low batting average for his career, 269. His high in a season, 176 hits. Brooklyn Dodgers, 1950s, 40s, and 50s. Hall of Famer? Debatable. 114 on the list. Billy Hamilton. This guy is Hall of Fame. Why? Well, listen to this. Listen to his stats. 1,594 games. 13-year career. But he accumulates 2,164 in hits. That's a very good average. And he had a 344 career in 14 years. Just think of Billy Hamilton. 225 hits was his most. Just think of him. Give him 1,000 more games. He has 1,594 games. Give him 1,000 more. It's 2,500. You think 1,000 more games, he gets 1,000 more hits? Because that's what he's averaging. Better than a hit a game. He's a member of the 3,000 hit club. There are so many guys that could have had 3,000 hits, yet their playing career is either short, like 10, 12, 14, 15 years, or the era they're playing in is not enough games played. He played in the 1890s and 1900s. So his high in games is only 139, not 154 and not like 162 present day players. Billy Hamilton, surely Hall of Fame. 344 career. 115 on the list. Larry Walker. I got to pull him up on my baseball reference. Go to that site on Google. Excellent stats. Larry Walker. I got him here. Hall of Fame. 2,160 hits in 1,988 games. So more than the hit a game. Career batting average 313. I like that. He had a 208 hitting 208 hits in 1 year. That year, listen to this. Batted 366. He also had a 363 and a 379 batting average in a season. Larry Walker, Hall of Fame. 17-year career. 116 on the list. Yogi Berra. 10 World Series titles, yet his career batting average 285, 2,120 games, 2,150 hits, a hit a game average. Never had 200 hits in a year. Had 358 homers, 1,400 RBIs. Hall of Fame, yeah. Those stats are good. I would like to have seen him be a 300 career batting average. He has 285. 117 on the list. Duke Snider. Duke Snider. I've got him here. If you're wondering what book I'm using, it's Baseball Almanac Hall of Famers. 2,143 games, 2,116 hits, less than a hit a game. He was a slugger, 407 homers, 295 career. Had 199 hits in a season twice. Both times. Fell one hit short of 200 for the season. Solid player. Yeah, I'd give Snider Hall of Fame. 118. Mike Piazza. On my countdown, counting down from 1 to 169, we've got Mike Piazza at 118, 1,912 games, 2,127 hits, more than a hit a game. He had a 201 hit season, very capable. He batted 362 one year. 152 games, he batted 362, very good. 308 career, slugger, 427 homers. I like the... See, I complain that some of the other guys who are in the 270s, 280 batting average, I say they could have had the potential of being 300 career batting average. But I kind of get on them for not getting to 300 for their career, Mickey Mantle, some of those guys. But Mike Piazza did it, 1,900 games, 308 career. Yeah, he's Hall of Fame. 119 on the list, John Ward. He was a pitcher. This guy goes way back. Ward. This guy played 1878. He starts and goes 1880s, 1890s. 1827 in games, 2107 in hits. Better than the hit a game. 275 career. Never had 200 hits this season because they're not playing enough games in the 1880s, 1890s. He was a pitcher, too. Won a lot of games pitching. John Ward. Born 1860. Whew. Starts his career 1878. He's 18. Collects 2,107 hits. Hall of Fame? Yes. 120 on the list. Arky Vaughan. Arky Vaughan. Arky. You call your kid Arky? A-R-K-I? A-R-K-Y. Guess it was a nickname because his real name was Joseph. Wouldn't it be better to be Joe Vaughn? Or Arky Vaughan. Anyway, 1,817 games, 2,103 in hits. Good. 318 career. See? This guy can do it. 318 career. Never had 200 hits in a season, but solid player. Played in the 1930s, 40s. Arky Vaughan. 1,817 games, 2,103 hits. 121 on the list is Gary Carter, catcher. Gary Carter. 2,092 career hits. So I like that. You finish your career, 2,000 hits. I like the guys who are 2,500, obviously the 3,000, and then the great ones, 3,500 plus, and then two guys with 4,000. But Gary Carter, 2,296 in games, 2,092 hits. I like it. 324 homers, good. But the 262 average, not good. Gary Carter, he's a catcher. He was very good catcher. I'd rank him one of the top 5 catchers in the history of baseball. Rugged. Hall of Fame for Carter. 2,000 hits, 300 homers. Borderline to me on that one, but I think his defense got him in. 122 on the list. Harmon Killebrew. Slugger. 1950s and 60s. When you think of Harmon Killebrew, what do you think of? Home runs. 573 of them. 1,584 RBIs. 2,435 games. But he has 2,086 hits. Less than a hit a game. But listen to his home run totals. 42, 46, 48, 45, 49, 44, 49, 41. Ends up with 573 homers. Yeah, he's Hall of Fame, but you know his career batting average? 256, one of the lowest. Of those in the Hall of Fame, Harmon Killebrew has one of the lowest career batting averages. But he got in with the homers and the RBIs. 123 on the list. Scott Rowland just made the Hall of Fame. Got voted in this year. Scott Rowland. Got him here. 2,077 hits. 2,038 games. A hit a game. Okay. 316 homers. Good. 281 career. This guy's borderline. I mean, there are other guys who are 300 career batting averages and are not in the Hall of Fame. Yet Scott Rowland makes it with a 281. And he makes it with 2,077 hits. Just 316 homers and 1,287 RBIs. There are other guys with better stats. Debatable on Scott Rowland. I guess his defense at third base got him in. Would I vote him in? You ask me? To be honest, I got to be honest. I'd take Todd Helton was on the same ballot. I'd take Todd Helton over Scott Rowland if I was to vote. But Rowland got in. Props. 124 on the list. Chuck Klein. 2,076 hits.